football stadiums are expected to be allowing full capacity when the season kicks off in less than a week. And that is welcome news for business owners in Norman, Stillwater, and Tulsa. Steve Shaw reports on the economic impact and on the protocols in place to help keep the fans and the athletes safe, with the pandemic still very much a part of our daily lives.
We don't open until 4.
Jeff Stewart has owned the iconic O'Connell's Irish Pub and Grill on Campus Corner in Norman since 1979.
Team's going to be incredible. If he can keep those horses going in the right direction, there's nothing going to stop us.
O'Connell's normally opens at 11 a.m. For now, they'll concentrate on just the dinner crowd because Stewart says that even though they've raised wages, they don't have enough employees.
There's challenges of all types, not just staff, but materials, supplies. You never know what's not going to be on your delivery truck when it comes in the back door.
Go! In Norman, college football is right up there with organized religion.
During a normal season, a football game weekend brings $9 to $10 million of economic impact, direct spending to the community, and just local taxes around $300,000.
But with Owen Field limited to just 25% of capacity, last season was nothing like normal.
As a fan, being able to pull up to the front door on a game day and walk right up to Campus Corner was convenient, but it's not something we want to see here in Norman. We want you to have to park and walk, and last year Campus Corner was a ghost town. The games, people would come, go to the games, those that came, and then go home. They didn't spend their money here, they didn't tailgate, they didn't enjoy the game day festivities.
He says revenues plummeted 60%.
Absolutely, 60% sounds right, you know what I mean? Like, it was such a departure from what it normally was, and you count on those days. That's like, all right, we're making a bunch of money that day.
One of the biggest COVID-19 casualties here in Norman was Sooner Legends Inn and Suites, which closed its doors for good in March of 2020. All that's left are a couple of those signs.
Sooner Legends was one of our great long-standing hotels here in Norman. With the name, obviously, it was a Sooner-inspired hotel with lots of memorabilia and other things related to Sooner athletics. So we were very sad to hear and to see that they didn't make it through the pandemic. They were one of those casualties. We've lost other restaurants and things as well.
Appreciate having you guys in. Thank you.
Over in Stillwater,
we opened in July of 1975. We just celebrated 46 years of business.
Skimo Joes' iconic owner, Stan Clark, spent 2020 making lemonade out of lemons.
Gosh, you know, first and foremost, we always cared about the health and well-being of our guests, our team members, even our supplier partners as they came in and serviced us. So, you know, there were lots and lots of things that changed, not just game days, but game days, you know, they just have that special energy that there's nothing like it at a game day. When we get the pep band, for example, in here in Skimo Joes, and they're just rocking out the fight song, you know, there's just no more energy than that.
Stan says when the vaccines became available in March and April, his business rushed back. Visit Stillwater President and CEO Christy Morrison says a normal football weekend here brings in $7 to $8 million.
That's been kind of what's been so brutal on the whole hospitality industry is the hospitality industry as a whole was so impacted, particularly with the shelter in place and everything that occurred over the last 18 months. And now that we're going back into the businesses, those are the very same industries that have been challenged to get people to come back to work.
As for the players, OSU offensive lineman Josh Sills says vaccinations amongst team members have skyrocketed.
I know in our room a couple weeks ago, we only had, I think it was 4 guys that had gotten the vaccine. And if one person would have tested positive, it would have wiped us out. And now, you know, you can't reschedule a game like you could have last year. You have to forfeit it. So I think guys are looking at it from, well, I don't want to be that guy. But more importantly, they're realizing the potential that we have this year and the team we have, and we can truly do something special.
A star OU linebacker was a little more subdued.
Say it was that hard. I don't think it took too much convincing for guys to get vaccinated. We have a lot of the team vaccinated. I don't think that's going to be a big factor into what goes on this season.
As for fans who attend the games, an OSU spokesperson tells me discussions are still being had about requiring masks, etc. OU tells me no final decisions have been made about masks for the Sooners' home opener September 11th. OU starts their season at Tulane September 3rd, and anyone who wants to be there must either show proof they've been vaccinated or they've got a negative COVID test they can show within the previous 3 days. Steve Shaw, the Oklahoma News Report.